guys, welcome to another poorly recorded King's Quest Let's Play video. But I'm actually going to turn it into a walkthrough. So I'm going to be telling you how to solve all the puzzles if you were stuck on them. If you don't want to watch it, something like this, then I suggest you go to a different channel. Let's begin. We left off right here.
With a magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become.
Cute. I'm actually gonna fix the camera angle. Or just check it. No, never mind, it's good. Continue. Right here, we're gonna have a quick thing, some challenge. We have 3 choices. You can either shoot the bell with a bow and arrow, shoot the dragon with a bow and arrow, or shoot.
In that split second, I had 3 choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
This happened actually. This literally happened once. Let's give us X and try to shoot. This actually happened once before. We just need to wait for the camera angle to adjust. Because it doesn't quite understand that the camera is first person.
Yeah.
Of this.
Alright. Well, it didn't understand that the camera angle was supposed to adjust. She didn't understand that now. There we go.
In that split second, I had 3 choices in front of me.
Alright, so you can either shoot that,
clear my path
shoot
to
the
safety,
dragon,
and
or
all
shoot the
would
bell.
have rippling consequences.
This is what I personally did. You guys can do whatever you wish. So I just, when you set it free, he decides. You're just happy, and you just have to leave.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that he returned his lost treasure that he made you king.
Wow.
Everyone knows that part.
Wow.
Now, can we get back to that dragon?
No.
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures.
I said shh.
All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
You have such a bizarre way of making friends, Grandpa. I guess I do too. I'm known as Gwendolyn the Popular back home, but only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit. Roar!
Well, hello, cousin.
Guard!
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could, and I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before, or he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win, and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Alright, so this is next morning.
Are you still in the story too?
Shh.
Come in, Wendelin. You can set those on the nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
Okay, right here you have the option to say whatever. 3 things. A deft maneuver, a quick-witted distraction, or an act of kindness even in victory. I'm gonna say...
Treating my opponents with respect. You'll be surprised what opens up to you. A lovely fellow once told me the fastest way to anyone's heart is through their stomach. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. One I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I'd seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
This is before
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
Nice. Okay, so right here, that is really nothing that can happen this way. It's just a little fun part. You know, you can control him. I personally want to hit everything that I see.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization.
Let's go get Triumph. Actually, we are supposed to... Oh, jeez. And we are actually supposed to go down the road, but I just want to go this way.
Grandpa, you can't leave Triumph.
Don't worry, Triumph can fend for himself. We've been through our share of sticky situations, but he always comes around when I need him most.
Hey, well, I don't care.
After all that graceful rappelling, I was certainly not headed back that way.
Yes, I was.
As I was saying, I followed the road to the east and headed to the night tournament.
Nah.
East.
Nah.
Suddenly, a gust of wind pushed me down the road, and I headed east.
There you go. I just wanted to do that. Anyways, let's head down the road. Alright, right here we have a horn which is missing a mouthpiece, so we sadly can't use it right now. Alright, so those two look like regular
I could have sworn the parade of hopeful knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with Triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
We're about to find out.
Strange tracks blazed a trail through the forest.
So right now you're just going to be walking and you get to see just how beautiful this game is. Right now. Gorgeous. Now we're going to head across these rocks. I'm gonna go ask her what you want. Right, so right here.
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Wah! Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... No! What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a... Ow! Or a... Oh, Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered.